Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
7 yards there and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton bootlegs out. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. He got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Steelers 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Dalton. He completes it to Tate. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Hands up, Lee! 98's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hands up.
Here's a run with Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
To throw here, Dalton. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Bullett's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 36-yard line.
Set! Like 5! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Samuels. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Mixon with a first down carry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Second and 7 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
On second and 7, Dalton flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
We got this, folks.
Andy Dalton. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Two times. 3 down.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Room here to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't